Hey guys, happy Sunday and welcome back to the Daily with Haley. I'm so excited to be here on the Junior League of Columbus's stories to tell you about our community project where we partnered with Dress for Success Columbus to do a clothing drive. Dress for Success is a local Columbus nonprofit that empowers women by providing career and professional support as well as professional attire. So that's why we're here today. We're going to be decluttering our closets and donating our professional attire and coats and shoes to Dress for Success. This is the perfect opportunity to stay at home and help the community as well as organize your life. So let's get started with a few decluttering tips for your clothes and professional attire. All right, tip number one, clean yourself. So you don't have to be wearing beautiful clothes to do this, but it always feels better to organize your life when you at least have showered and you have real clothes on. Tip number two, have a snack or beverage of choice to help you get through it all. The next tip is to have a spot in your closet that is designated for giveaway stuff. So that way, if you try it on, it doesn't fit, it goes directly in that spot, and then you won't have to go through your closet multiple times a month. Before you get started, make sure that all of your clothes are clean and out of the washer and put away. That way you really know what all you're working with. Okay, so now we're gonna get started actually going through the clothes here. So the best tip I have for you guys is to determine the purpose and the season for each item in your closet. For example, this might be professional workwear for cooler weather, and this might be running errands for cooler weather. While I'm trying to figure out the exact purpose of your item. If you can't figure out what the purpose of an item is in like 10 or 15 seconds, just pitch it. So after you've determined the purpose and the season of all your clothes, choose only 2 to 3 items per purpose and season for every category except for your most wear category like work or casual. Remember, for the Dress for Success clothing drive here, we are really looking for professional attire that we can give to local Columbus women so that they'll be able to go on interviews and be dressed appropriately for their jobs. So the last tip after you've decluttered all of your clothes is to turn each hanger inside out like this. Oops. So that in 1 year's time, you'll be able to see, hey, I actually didn't wear that last year because my hanger's still like this, and you'll know immediately to pitch it. Okay guys, it's time now to move on to coats and other things like shoes and scarves. Forget that the JLC is collecting this stuff for Dress for Success, and they're really looking for professional attire and things like coats and scarves and shoes that they can give to the women in need in Central Ohio. All right, now for some tips on decluttering and organizing your coat closet and your shoes. This is almost embarrassing to even show you, but here's my coat closet. All right, so tip number one about doing your coat closet is to do it in sections. I mentioned this in a bunch of my cleaning videos before, but you're going to want to pull everything out and then put it back, but that's not what you should do. Definitely work in sections in order to keep your stamina up. So the first section I'm gonna tackle, oh, hey Elliot, is the bottom of my coat closet here. All right, so since you guys mostly came here for the coats, I'll spare you my organizing tips, but on the bottom, I really just had a bunch of cleaning supplies and this cooler, and then I had some excess coats that fell off hangers that I'm gonna deal with now. Okay, so the hard and fast rule that I try to stick to for coats is you only need 4 coats per person in your house. So what 4 coats should you keep? You need a rain jacket, a heavy coat like for winter, a light jacket, and a dress coat. Okay, so some examples of those would be, I have a 2-year-old, so this is a heavier coat for her. She has a little raincoat with a cute little rabbit on it, and then she has this super cute dress coat that's like fur in there. Another good way to think about coats is, did you wear them in the last year? So that would encompass all 4 seasons. If you didn't wear it, pitch it. So this one, I got it cleaned at the dry cleaners. You can see it still has the plastic on it, so clearly I didn't wear it, so I'm pitching it. The thing about coats that I forgot to mention was that everyone does need like snow coats, so maybe those don't fit in your coat closet upstairs, but you can put your snow coats and stuff downstairs if you need to. Most important thing about coat closets is to really know your space. If you have enough space, you can leave stuff up here, but if you don't, move them somewhere else. And also remember to keep some extra hangers and some space for your guests when they come over. All right, so since you guys mostly came here for the coats, I'll spare you my organizing tips, but on the bottom, I really just had a bunch of cleaning supplies and this cooler, and then I had some excess coats that fell off hangers that I'm gonna deal with now. So the last tip I have is about decluttering shoes. You really only need 2 pairs of shoes, that is, for each of your categories of shoes. So I'll share the categories of shoes on the next slide. Hope you guys are having lots of fun decluttering your home and doing something great for the community. Now let's send it over to Courtney Ray to help us out with some jewelry and makeup tips.
Hey everyone, hope you guys are having an awesome weekend and staying safe out there. For those of you who I haven't had a chance to meet yet, my name is Courtney Ray and I am in my new member year in the Junior League. I'm also the current Miss Ohio for America and have done pageants most of my life. So I'm pretty sure when Nicole asked me to do this video, she was expecting me to have some big glamorous makeup vanity full of all kinds of different products. But joke's on her. I actually only wear makeup about 2% of my life, but I think that actually makes me a little better suited to talk about this because my makeup storage is super low maintenance, super efficient, and just very compact and easy. Okay, so step one, obviously most important thing, why are we here? This is a Dress for Success drive. So first things first, Dress for Success is accepting any new unopened makeup for this drive. So if you have anything that maybe is not your shade, you thought you were gonna get a little bit more tan and you never did, something like me, I might have bought a coral lipstick, realized coral is not in my color wheel. I am a different person than I am when I bought it. Those things can all be donated to Dress for Success, provided that the makeup is not expired. Did you know makeup expires? I feel like a lot of people don't know that, but the expiration date is actually usually listed right on the box for how many months it's good from the time it was made. So if you look at this guy right here, it's right there where there's that little pot. It says 24M. That means that this product is good for 24 months. So step one, I would say, would be to pull all of your makeup together, ones that you use every single day and ones that you don't, and check to see approximately how long you purchased that and see what you think is expired and what's not. That foundation that you've had since college, probably it's time to go, and that's what I did in January. I went through and I purged all of the things that I knew that I wasn't actually going to wear anymore and things that I thought were expired, and you clean out a lot more than you think you do. So then the next step for me was deciding how much space I wanted to dedicate to makeup, and I knew that I couldn't go over that. So all of my makeup had to fit into a predefined box, and then whatever didn't, I had to prioritize what was gonna stay and go. So the next thing that was really helpful for me is that I basically divided all of my makeup and my brushes into a varsity squad and a JV squad. So the varsity squad is everything that you need for a full face of makeup, and I keep this in a container all together. If you are like me and you do makeup on the go, I do makeup in my car more than I'm probably proud to admit. If you travel a lot, things like that, this is really helpful because I know that my entire varsity squad of makeup is in here and I can just grab it and go in a hurry. So then my JV squad is anything that I still use but don't use as often. So I have some fun pops of lip colors there, a new lip liner, a shade of makeup for when I'm a little bit more tan, things like that are all great JV candidates. So then the other important thing for me was that all of this stuff still fit together in one container. So I have my varsity makeup case, my JV makeup case, all of my palettes are down there, and then I have my varsity brushes, and then my backup makeup brushes, my JV squad if I use cream foundation or if I need extras because my brushes are dirty and I haven't cleaned them. Something else that's great, I try to stick with vinyl or nylon, something like that for my cosmetic cases, because they're really easy to clean. If you're traveling, if makeup explodes in them, you can just wipe them down, and it's just a lot easier than having cloth. Which brings me to my next PSA, that Dress for Success is also accepting cosmetic cases. So if you are a hoarder like me and you've gotten a lot of free gift with purchase cosmetic cases, things like that that you don't use, you can donate those to Dress for Success as well. So then just to give you guys an idea, this is everything that's in my varsity cosmetic bag. I used almost all of it to do my makeup today, except for the powder because I need a dermaplane so bad I can't see straight. But I used all of this on a regular basis. And then this is my JV squad right here. So some different lip colors that I wouldn't wear on a normal basis but would still wear, black eyeliner, which I don't wear very often, and then some shades that are a little bit darker when I'm more tan. So then two more quick fun sustainability tips. The Appalachian Wildlife Rescue will actually take your old mascara spoolies because they use them to clean their little baby animals and get them all free of debris because they're super gentle. And then there's also an organization called TerraCycle that will help to reduce the amount of products going into a landfill because they will send you a shipping label for free and you can mail them all of your old beauty and hair care containers and they'll dispose of them. Other thing is I'm not a big fan of displaying my makeup. I just prefer the aesthetic of clean surfaces. So mine all goes in a box and then right now it goes under my bed. Normally I would do my makeup on a desk, but that desk currently has a monitor on it for the whole work from home. Then just a couple quick things with nail polish. Dress for Success is accepting any new unopened nail polish, so if you accidentally bought two of the same color, something like that, feel free to donate that as well. And then I did the same thing with nail polish organization that I did with makeup organization. I picked a predefined size box, and then all of my stuff had to fit within that box. The other thing that's been really helpful for me is I just took a little bit of the nail polish color on my finger and then dabbed it on the cap of all the nail polishes so I can see what the true color is. It's really helpful for things like this that are in similar size boxes but have different colors. Please don't ask me why I have 5 shades of blue and 75 shades of nude, because honestly they were all gifted and I have the nails of a 12-year-old boy, so I'm like not probably really a great resource for this one. So the next thing that I'm just going to touch on quickly is jewelry. So Dress for Success is also accepting jewelry, and this is one thing that I think is easy to neglect cleaning out, and it just kind of accumulates over time. So this is a really great opportunity to go through. I did this at the beginning of the year and just really go through and see what you still wear and what you don't, and then the stuff that is still in great condition but you don't wear anymore would be a great candidate to donate to Dress for Success. Another thing that I'm super guilty of is I hold on to jewelry that is broken that I say I'm gonna fix. And if you do this as well, I would recommend going through and being super critical, and if you have jewelry that's broken, either fix it, take it to be fixed, or kill it. Then when it comes to jewelry organization, I do the same thing as I do with makeup, where I have a varsity squad and a JV squad, except the difference is that my varsity squad of jewelry I actually do put out, because I feel like I've found I'm a lot more likely to actually wear it if I can see that it's there and I know that I can switch it out, as opposed to just wearing the same choker necklace and the same ring and pearl earrings that I wear every single day. So then I think, like most people, I hang my very frequently worn necklaces. I sort them out by color, so I have my silvers and my golds separated. And these are the necklaces that are in my heavy rotation for every day, and then also my like heavy rotation statement pieces. So then for my heavy rotation earrings and bracelets, I like to keep them out on this tray so that I can actually see them and am more likely to swap them out. I hang the ones that dangle off of the side like that. It's a little easier to keep them organized. And then I always keep extra earring backs here, so that if I lose one, which I do frequently, it's easier to grab and go quickly. And then I just do like my bracelets and my couple of extra rings down there. Okay, so I keep all of my other jewelry in this stackable container. So I don't wear a ton of jewelry on a normal basis, but I do have a ton of different statement earrings, statement bracelets, things like that from different photo shoots and events that I've done. So keeping them in here, I know that they exist and I know that I can reach for them when I have to, but they're not something that I would wear on a normal basis. So I keep a lot of my jewelry organized by color in these little bags. I also have a ton of extra of these bags that I use when I travel. If I have like an outfit that has jewelry that goes with it, something like that, it's super easy to pack these and then shove them in a cosmetic bag and take them with you. So definitely, if you don't have these, you can get them at craft stores for super cheap, and you can get several of them, and they make really good jewelry organization when you travel that's not bulky at all. So all my bangles live here. I went through and got rid of anything that was missing any stones that I wouldn't normally wear, or anything that was way too big for me. So I got rid of probably half of what I had, and this is all that is left. Okay, so this is not necessarily applicable for everyone, but I have a ton of chunky statement earrings that I do not wear that often, only for events, and not a lot of space to store them in. So what I did is I went through and made sure that all of them had all their stones, they all worked and all had matches, and then I organized them by color. So this is helpful for me because I have a really good understanding of what jewelry I have, so I know where it is when I go to reach for it. If you're the kind of person that needs to visually see all the different jewelry that you have, this is not something that's necessarily going to be helpful for you, but it's been really helpful for me so far. That's all I have for you guys today. Again, my name is Courtney Ray. Thank you so much for tuning in and hanging out with me. Hopefully some of those tips and tricks were helpful as you go to organize your own life. And then as a reminder, Dress for Success Columbus is accepting new unused makeup and nail polish, as well as good working condition jewelry, and then cosmetic bags as well. Thanks guys, enjoy the rest of your day.